Okay. Now let's talk about Indiana Fever versus Las Vegas Aces for their second game. But before we get started, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Gertie Mac Show, taking y'all time to subscribe to the channel, like and share my videos. I really appreciate all that. Now let's go. So Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever is looking to get some revenge like the Nerds against Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces. Because this is their second game playing them back to back. In their first game, the Las Vegas Aces beat the red off the Indiana Fever jerseys. They beat them by 3 decades. I want to say the score was 89 to 58 or something like that, but the whole entire team really played horrible, especially the star player Caitlin Clark. I want to say she only hit like 1 3-pointer. So it wasn't a good game for nobody. Kelsey Mitchell was the only one that, kind of played, a good game, but she's only one person, so she cannot do it by herself. Now, with them playing Las Vegas Aces, Christie Sides has been saying over and over again that playing these games that they're playing now is kind of like pre-WNBA playoff games. It's kind of like getting them ready to be like in the real thing. Well, if that's the case, well, y'all are not looking good. Y'all are getting rolled over like biscuit dough. Now, with that also being said, the game the other night against Las Vegas Aces, Christie Sides believes that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell was guarded a little too hard. Feel like Las Vegas Aces were being a little too physical with Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Now, I don't know what she expected them to do, but they know Caitlin Clark can shoot 3-pointers all the way from our city. So they're not finna just let her one free. And she also talked about how Las Vegas Aces is a real physical team. Well, that means y'all need to match their energy. But one of the things that's really sticking out for Indiana Fever that Christie Sides is going to have to make some adjustments and address is the fact that their bench don't really have anybody who can step up. People was upset that she played Christy Wallace, Katie Lou, all of that the other game. And they feel like it messed up the rotation for the team. But y'all check out what Christie Sides had to say about Las Vegas Aces being a little too physical with Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. Y'all check this out.
Do you feel like that the physicality that was shown by them was representative of the playoffs, like you keep talking about?
100%. I mean, that game was so physical the other night. I think there was, I think they let us play a lot for both of us. I do think there was some. Caitlin and Kelsey were constantly being, the freedom of movement needs to be just kind of looked at a little bit. I think they were being guarded a little harder than they need to be, not letting them get to where they, from point A to point B. So, we talked about that. But yeah, I mean, this is playoff basketball, and they're one of the best teams in the league. So they were really physical, and we've got to be able to adjust to that and handle that, and also be aggressive back.
In a back-to-back setting like this, then maybe just a regular flow of a couple of weeks of games like this.
Yeah, just it's for whoever the scout coach is. It's really nice because it's just making adjustments from the other night. So yeah, I mean, Vegas is a great team. You got to find ways to on the defensive end change things up just a little bit for us. I mean, we went in at half at 41, which I thought was really good for us against Vegas. If we could just put the ball in the hole, it would have helped out a little bit. And I think if we also are able to put the ball in the hole, it helps us out on that other end as well.
Your success is so much predicated on pace and defense. When both of those are kind of a struggle, then what's kind of that plan C, plan D?
Yeah, you just have to execute, take care of the basketball, make sure that we're getting good shots and not try to catch back up. Always going to look to push. Like pace is number one, but then, as things slow down, like towards the end of a game, we've got to be able to get stops and then execute.
Christy, something we kind of wondered about just from our observing the game the other night, and I've seen people talking about online, which I'm not going to keep asking you questions about social media. But was Caitlin at all sick, or was there something going on when she left, she went back and came back? Was there anything at all with her?
No, I think she just needed a bathroom break and came back, and she no.
Okay, just want to check. Thank you. Is there any benefit at all to having had a game like the other night and then having a chance to come right back at them again on your home court?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're trying to make this as playoff feel as possible because we've got to get a win. You know, like when we get into those playoffs, none of these guys have ever experienced that before. We've got to make sure that we get a win so we can get home for that game 3.
You've talked a lot about this team understanding each other more, building that chemistry, but throughout the last few months, how important has it been also for them to kind of like mesh their playing styles together and to make those like more basketball adjustments, like Aaliyah like changing her game a little bit and Kelsey playing a little bit differently maybe than she had in previous years?
Yeah, you know, I think as time keeps going, they're just going to keep learning new things about each other, figuring things out. Some things that like are really good for us and helps us be successful. They start doing those things a little bit more. You hear them talking about it. Some of the different screening actions that we have. So it's, you know, I keep saying it, and it's a process, and it's going to be an offensive. That cohesion is such a process. It just keeps getting better as we keep playing and having success with what we're trying to do.
So you heard Christie Sides talk about kind of sort of like adjustments and things that need to be done for the team to get this win over the Las Vegas Aces. Las Vegas Aces is a dominant team, and they are very physical. Now, you also heard Christie Sides talk about how she feels that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell was being guarded too hard, and they didn't really have the opportunity to be free. Well, look here. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark has been lighting up three-pointers like a Christmas tree. So one thing that Las Vegas Aces is not going to do is let them sit around here and shoot the lights out the gym. They're not going to do that. They're just going to have to get physical, and y'all going to have to, you know, match their energy like I said before. Plain and simple. You know, Angel Wilson, she has that jumper. The kind of jumper that Angel Reese, if she had, she would be more of a problem also. Caitlin Clark is going to have to step up big tonight, plain and simple. This is the time for Indiana Fever to look like the team they need to look like and show that they deserve to be in the WNBA playoff. They already clinched their spot, but they're going to have to play better tonight because you want to have good momentum. There's only like 4 games left, and you want the momentum going into the playoffs to be like it was the last couple of games. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. And follow my social media at GertieMac15. Holla.